When it comes to modern games based on One Piece, there isn't much room on the Thousand Sunny for neophytes. But as someone heavily invested in the pirate lifestyle of the manga and anime series, I'm impressed with how dense the crew is on this voyage, even as I wish for better combat and a larger story in Luffy's newest brawler. Burning Blood's combat will be immediately familiar to anyone who played the underwhelming crossover J-Stars Victory Plus. Burning Blood drops you into one-on-one 3D battles where you swap between teams of up to 3 different characters, and the combat is full of flashy action ripped straight from the series. That makes the early rounds of battle a visual treat. Unfortunately, Burning Blood needs that flash to compel you to learn its somewhat wonky and chaotic approach to combat. Even though the roster is an admirable 44 characters deep, their actual variety is so limited that battles can feel a little simple. You'll take out most of the early AI-controlled fighters by button mashing your way through Burning Blood's 9 large, sparsely decorated arenas. The stages are too big for this kind of action too. You spend nearly as much time chasing your opponent as you do firing off attacks. Plus, the slightly off-center camera takes some getting used to, and even then never feels preferable to more traditional camera views from classics like Tekken or Virtua Fighter. Attacks get wacky and wackier, like Emporio Ivankov's wonderfully ridiculous face spectrum, and they demand proper breathing room to be pulled off correctly. Fighting game purists will balk at the way Burning Blood prioritizes style over substance, but the game is more interested in getting Luffy's many gum-gum attacks to look right than it is on beautifully balanced hitboxes. Because of that, Burning Blood is at its most enjoyable when folks, whether online or in person, toss away any tactical restraint and treat fights like a wacky party game. When it comes to the solo campaign, Burning Blood somehow simultaneously over and under-delivers. The single-player adventure is ripped straight from one of One Piece's most epic adventures, the Paramount War, aka the Marineford arc. The fully Japanese voice cutscenes look gorgeous, with a clever spin on traditional cell shading that captures the heavily inked style of the manga. In the concise 4-hour-long campaign, you experience a quick version of the tragedy and triumph of Luffy's attempt to save his brother Ace, all while a war between pirates and marines happens all around you. But that also means the somewhat short campaign will make zero sense to non-fans, explaining virtually nothing from the previous 500-plus episodes of the anime that led up to this story. Conversely, while One Piece fans will enjoy playing through such an important chapter in Luffy's life, the limited scope mostly ignores the more than 5 years of plot that have taken place since. The campaign ends up being a lose-lose situation, too dense for the uninitiated and too limited for the diehards. The massive roster and even bigger collection of support characters does give you a glimpse of the later years of One Piece, particularly the post-time skip Luffy and his relatively new 4th gear form. Still, I wish the developers had a more expansive view of the series, rather than leaving it for a potential follow-up. One Piece Burning Blood understands what makes the pirate life so compelling in the source material, and is fairly successful in channeling that spirit into its chaotic fights. Flashy action will feel welcoming to One Piece fans, but confusing to everyone else. It's great to have something made just for fans, but even Luffy's biggest supporters will feel let down by the brief, limited campaign. At its best, this wild and crazy fighter makes for a fun distraction for folks who have been dying for more One Piece games to get localized. For more on all things One Piece, stick with IGN.